Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with Season 3 action from the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs, and we are going to be covering the quarterfinals matches. And so, in the last bit, if you haven't seen these games, go ahead and check them out on my channel, VG Pierce. And boy, both of these games here, really good ones here from El Porvos taking out the Nagaroth Malefactors of Anarians, and the Royal Eatment putting on the hurt on the Nurgle team. But first today, we will be taking on the Norse and the Necromantic team. Both of these teams also pretty bashy, except that the Necromantic team in their win against the Chaos team of Lupac's Banter Bus 3.1.2, unfortunately, he did lose out on his werewolf. So we'll see if that's going to come into play, if he'll be able to win one. I did say that I like the Norse team because he was down his vital werewolf, but that does mean he'll be able to regroup and maybe be able to take a whole bunch of inducements instead. So let's go ahead and check out the replay and be underway for Blood Bowl action. These will be the last couple of quarterfinal matches before the semifinals, and so this should be a really good one. Hey, what's going on, Latza? How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Welcome. And yes, Kolianxxx will be piloting Power Bear, the Norse team. A very strong and very dangerous Norse team. And the Necromantic team will be piloted by WoohooBoy and the team name WoohooBaby. So, Necromantic team, let's see who they're going to take on. Yes, it's going to be the werewolf here in replacement of the werewolf that he has now. And we're going to check out the toss right here and right now. Why is the font all messed up? Oh, that's because he's using some keyboard here. Probably the Russian keyboard that allows him to put those letters up. That's why the font's all screwed up. So I'm not exactly sure why it's like that, but I guess it kind of shows through for some unknown reason. Alright, so we're going to check out the skills for both of these teams before we're going to begin. And if you guys have seen the last match, boy, the Necromantic team really had pulled one out of the woohoo! We don't know where this came from, but we won the game. He managed to move his werewolf down to the back right in overtime, and then somehow kickoffs had gone the length, I think like 10 kicks before it was finally decided. It was just wild match, definitely. Yeah, Cyanide confirmed it. Yeah, I mean, Cyanide fix it. Oh god. Anyways, I'm not gonna even talk more about that. Let's talk about this match, right? Werewolves +1 movement allowance here with the claw and tackle with the block. He will have Willem Cheney here for the wrestle catch with the claw, as well as that frenzy ability. Claw's not going to be as useful today because he will be facing off against the Norse team with majority armor value 7, but still, there's going to be a couple of guys here with armor value 8, such as the Yeti there and the 2 Ulfwereners here as well. So let's go ahead and continue checking out the skills. Guard for that white over here, as well as Flesh Gown with the Stand Firm. Well, he comes with Stand Firm and the block ability here, and then the Ghoul here with the sidestep, Sure Hands with the Fend ability with the Blodge, and he will have a zombie here with the Dirty Player, as well as having another one on the front line, so you see with that Dirty Player with an extra person to come online. And that's really because he took that star player here. Next, we're going to take a look at this Norse team here. As I said, a very big time, dangerous one. Norse team is going to be sporting the Yeti, a almost vital ingredient in their offense and defense, but he will have him with the block, with the also Mighty Blow, and he does have the claw with the Mighty Blow, and he will be a very dangerous one here against this Necromantic team. Boy, the Necromantic team thought he was up against a whole bunch of hurt the last game. Check out this game right here. He's going to be in for it. +1 strength, +1 agility, and he will have kick return for the Sure Hands, and the lineman basically became a ball carrier for his team. He's also going to have a pair of runners here in the backfield. They come with Dauntless and he will have them nicely leveled up there, piling on with the tackle and the mighty blow ability, and they're both going to be so dangerous there. And oh, I'm sorry, the berserkers here, and then the runner here is the one with sidestep and the dodge ability to have agility access, so why not give them this good stuff here to get the ball and move it. But really, it's going to be all about this lineman there. And too bad I can't say his name or anything like that, but definitely going to be a wild one. Guard for both of these all foreigners, with one of them with Mighty Blow, and both of them with the block ability already. And the lineman here in the backfield. Norse team is going to have a couple of guys to come in to boot, and dirty player on the line. Let's get underway. As you see here from the inducements, we're going to have a couple of bribes here for the Necromantic team. Not just one, but two bribes. And he's going to also have a wizard in hand. So we're going to see a lot of fouls here done today. And I guess really, if you're going to have that many bribes on your side, then these two zombies here with the dirty player really has to get a whole bunch of hurt on before anything goes on. But definitely needs to take out more than just one Norse. He needs to take out more than two Norsemen just to get them square back to 11. And before Bashy will kill, yes, you're right about that. More they bash, the more they kill, eh? Kick return here, and he will be able to move his guy over there. And it looks like it will be a blitz on defense. And that's really big here for this Necromantic team. Definitely he's going to need that here today. So he's going to be able to move his guys in better position, take out this Norse, and flood the backfield and pressure this ball carrier. Luckily though, the ball looks like it's going to land on top of this Norseman, so maybe he doesn't even need to do a pickup roll, but only a 1 in 9 chance of him failing that pickup, but still a 1 in 9 chance that everything could go wrong for him right from the start. That's going to be a real deal breaker, if anything. Look at that ball here, just floating there in the midair. You see that right there? It's beautiful. I feel like I could eat it. Looks like he's going to do the foul there on the blitz. Look at that. Not going to waste any time. He's just going to go and get the foul in. He's got a couple of bribes. Why not? And unfortunately, no armor value break. And looks like here he's going to go and catch that ball up. He does have the 4 agility, so he just needs a 3+ on that catch. And he gets it. He should be able to get his nice little cage up. And unfortunately, blitz not too fruitful for this Necromantic team, but he did get an extra hit in before and also a foul in. And unfortunately, though, both of which did not really work out well for the Necromantic team. That does mean he moved his guys over to the left, and the Norse team immediately kind of taking residence on the right side. We'll begin moving up the right side here, and we'll be getting that nice little stun on the zombie, and a nice frenzied hit. We'll be able to take down all the guys in the front line. More piling on to get the hurt going. And he will get the KO. Rigor to Age is going to be going out. And that's really bad. Center is falling. It's kind of like chess. You lose the center and you may just lose the game. But we'll see about that. Werewolves, loads of movement allowance. And so might be able to come back and catch up to the ball carrier and stop him. But they are a little bit out of position at this moment, but still should be able to fix that up. Truthfully, this Yeti, if he didn't hit him down here, then he would have stepped up, and then he would have been base to base against that Necromantic werewolf, and that might not have been a good idea for him to stay right there. But still, I think it would have been a little bit difficult here for the Necromantic team to take advantage, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get the hurt on here with his werewolf. There we go. He will get the blitz on the Yeti. He will get a couple assists here by the Flesh Goblin and the Ghoul. And it will be frenzying through. Oh, just a couple of pushes here. That's going to be a little bit unfortunate, but he will move the Yeti ever more out of position. White here, along with the 3 zombies, are going to be trying to hold up the right side on their own. And hopefully be able to keep the Norse at bay. But the Norsemen here are probably doing a little bit too well on offense. Maybe don't want to push up that ball too quickly, but still, I guess you'll take it whenever you can. He's going to miss that dodge there, and he won't re-roll that. And that will be it for the Necromantic team. Good stuff. Oh, foreigner here is actually in range. This white is in danger of getting surfed out if he's not too careful. We'll see if this Norse team is going to go ahead and get that surf going. He's going to get an abled body on him. He didn't really need that assist there. Probably could have got that surf going. But looks like he's going to go and move the ball even more closer to the left side here, where a lot more of the key players of the Necromantic team are. And it's a little bit interesting. I would have liked to see maybe the ball carrier move away from the Necromantic team, but man, look at this. The center is absolutely folding. Injury. Oh, Regen is going to fail. Thus far, this quarterfinals, Regen has not been very good at all. 50% chance for the regeneration to happen, and it's been on the 1, 2, 3 side, not on the 4, 5, 6 side. Nice little frenzy, and instead he got the hit in, not wanting to use the blitz on that man there, and not wanting to surf him out. So Norse team missing a little bit of a chance here to take out a white, but I guess not a big deal when you want to try to take down a ghoul here. That's probably what he was really going for. Necromantic team now has a bit of a defensive try here, down a couple of guys, and he really needs something to happen, and there we go. We'll take that. That's going to be a level 1 lineman, so he's not going to APO that. So that will square up the numbers a little bit. Now he's only down 1 extra personnel, but that's not going to help out too much. Russell for Willem Haney will make sure that, or Cheney is going to make sure that he's not going to get bashed up too hard, but that means he's going to be down for the count. And more dodge failures, and this time he's going to try the re-roll, and he's going to get out of there. And that's going to be great. WoohooBaby really needs to hold on to that wizard. He doesn't want to get stifled here and then having to maybe use the wizard on his own offense. You really want to try to use that wizard on the opponent's possession half, if anything, to try to stop their score. And you don't want to end up needing to score yourself and then having to use your own wizard to get going. That's right. Poor Necros. Right about that, Lasser. Turn 3 coming up. Norse team looking like he's in the driver's seat. Everybody on the right side of the Necromantic team's like, oh my god, everybody's falling. KOs, injuries, who's next? And it looks like it might be the zombie. No, he's going to be fine here. He does have that loner zombie at least, because he's just got absolutely bashed up by Lupac's Chaos team. Might not be able to move further, but he'll definitely give the old college try. And here we go. We might see a blitz on that white, open things way up here on this right side, and then the ball carrier might move over there. Looks like he's going to go right there instead, and going to keep himself a little bit open here. He has to be careful, and we'll get a bolt down die. Luckily, he does have block on that big guy there, and yes, if you do roll doubles for your big guy, as I've said multiple times before, you get blocked, damn it, and this is the reason why right there. I mean, you don't want to end up trying to re-roll any loner rolls or anything like that and get nuffled. Necromantic team, he's got all of his guys on the left side. I guess it's not too bad because Norse team, he's not in any hurry, not really threatening that ball moving up the pitch. I really would have liked to see him move up the ball more to the right side when he had the chance. Now the Necromantic team should be able to recover, and he's only down 1 guy here to the KO, so he's not too bad. Turn 4, and Norse team, he's got plenty of guys that can kill, maim, and mangle the Necromantic team. It looks like, oh man, this is the great thing about playing the Norse team. Everybody basically starts with that block ability except for those 2 all-foreigners, and it's just that both down die. You know, you think that it doesn't come up that often, but it totally does. And right there, I got a little skulls there, so he's going to have to re-roll that. Still, he's got 1 more re-roll, and he'll be all right with this. Nice little frenzy. He's actually going to move him to the right side. I still would have liked to see him move him to the left side there. Again, opening up the right side, I think would have been a little bit more vital for him. But I guess when these armor value breaks keep coming through, Yeti, oh, he's not going to be able to break any more armor there. And he does have that claw ability for the Yeti. And so Flesh Golem, lucky he doesn't go out here. And more little pushes. And Defender Stumbo is finally going to get down Willem Cheney. And no big hurts here. The dirty player who won't be able to get some fouls in. Not in this game, at least. It's going to be all Necromantic team to do the fouling, but thus far, only been having to do that one foul and that blitz, and after that, kind of been silent on those fouls. Or maybe he has been fouling, but no go. I think I have not seen many fouls by the Necromantic team. He really needs to make use of these inducements if he really wants to get going against this Norse team with that weaker armor value 7 of the Norse team. So now Norse team, he's just playing soft here. He's keeping his guys kind of centered at the moment. Round 4, Necromantic team looking like has recovered a little bit on his positioning. I mean, I think the Norse team really should have taken advantage of the fact that the Necromantic team was just so out of position and moved his ball carrier up. Now that you see this position, it seems like the Necromantic team has absolutely recovered here. He's still down one guy, but it's just, look at the way everything is looking. It's just a lot better now for the Necromantic team. Still though, for round 5, Norse team still not in any particular hurry to score. Really wants to do the 1-0 grind here in the first half. As per the normal for anyone receiving the ball, you really want to just bide your time, get a lot of hits in, and then score it there at the end of the half to go up 1-0, put the pressure on the opponent in the second half to score it, play really good defense and stop them, and hopefully be able to win it right there. The Blitzy's coming up. We'll be able to hit down that really dangerous werewolf. He needs to try to get some hurt, so I'm piling on. Is he going to do it? No. Okay, he's not going to do that. Piling on ability after the hits. And he's just going to move up and get an assist on the ghoul, I guess. Or maybe form up a cage. Yes, he is. And he will be able to get the zombie down on a lucky 1 die, but I guess not too lucky because 50% chance to take him down. So that's a really good shot. Too bad I wasn't on this ghoul though, but still, that does mean now if you look at the cage, the ghoul is absolutely touching the side here, and so we might actually be able to see a block here on the blitz on the ball carrier, but it appears the Necromantic team instead is going to go and take down this Elf Werner. Still has that claw, really wants to make use of it, but hey, you know what, Norse team, they're just used to having armor value 7, whatever. Claw, psh, whatever, it's fine. And here we go, he's going to go and move up and get the support in. Look at this, he actually did have a shot at the ball, but didn't do it. He went and hit that Elf Warner instead and then put the assist for the ghoul to get the 2-die block. Unfortunately, just going to be a push, and he's not going to step into it and touch the ball carrier or anything. Finally, he will do a foul, and it's going to pay dividends. Going to be an MNG on that injury, and bribe is going to get accepted, and that is huge here. Necromantic team is going to get that Elf Werner out, and beautiful stuff. Necromantic team on his way. Oh, Norse team holding on strong to that APO here. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him. That's the 4 strength piece there, so sure, he doesn't have that many skills, but he's still 4 strength piece, and that has to be considered. And oh, doesn't get the Dauntless. Well, he did get the Dauntless. Okay, well, he's not a higher strength, so he's not gonna. I don't know why he continues to roll there. I mean, what's the point of that? Anyways, send a 1 die, and he got a little skull there, so that will spend the Norse team's last reroll. Ball carrier. He's going to have to do something. Again, look at this. Now he kind of has to go without any real protection. And when you go without protection, things happen, man. You end up with crazy bitches, okay? Crazy bitches. You don't want to end up with no crazy bitches. I'll tell you that much. Now Wizard definitely going to be used here. And finally, ball is going to be at a good spot here for the Necromantic team. And this Necromantic team should be able to capitalize on that. He will be able to get a 2-die block on that Elf Werner with the zombie after giving him a couple of extra assists maybe. Or he's just going to go in there and, okay, he's not going to blitz him away. I guess he didn't want to do the dodge roll away, but and he ends up doing it anyways. So I don't know why he didn't just go and blitz down the Elf Werner and then have a shot at the ball, or maybe just mark it up even more. We'll be able to push him into it, and the ball's on the ground, so the Necromantic team is content with this. And here it comes now. Necromantic team really needs to get that going here. And the guy with the sure hands, he's stunned, and so it's round 7, and he really needs to get the ball back without the sure hands. And there's a couple of Necromantic team marking up the ball. Norse team's in big trouble. As I said before, I really would have liked to see the Norse team just cage up on the right side, move the ball carrier up as far as he can on the right side, and then after that just wait for the Necromantic team to kind of scramble back. But he did have that wizard in hand, and the Necromantic team did use it at a really good time. And I almost feel like the Norse team had maybe forgotten that there was a wizard on the pitch. And, ooh, nice injury there. And that's the one without regen. So that's going to be yet another guy out. And that's going to be great for the Norse team. Norse team now is going to be able to take down that ghoul. And that's going to be their main ball carrier. So that's going to be wonderful. Even if the Norse team gets stifled here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult here for the Necromantic team to maybe move it here in the second half. Hey, how you doing, POTUS? How you doing, buddy? And finally, regeneration is going to work. This whole weekend, regen hasn't been working. Finally, you think 50-50 chance would work out a little bit more often, say, 50% of the time. But there, he does work out. He will get his flesh count back, but man, he's going to be missing here on this pitch. Necromantic team somehow has to stop this Norse team from scoring one more turn. And he should be able to free the ball up, maybe-ish. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. He's got these huge defender downs when he needed it the most. 2 die blocks everywhere. Oh, just going to be a push here. Don't want to push him into the ball, though. We'll step up with that zombie. Necromantic team, he's going to move into attack zone and dodge into it. Pick up the ball against attack zone and grab it up. And the werewolf's off to the races, and he is going to try to go for it. And he's definitely going to re-roll that. And you are, oh my gosh, going to get back-to-back 1-seed. And on top of that, a stun. And so, huge 1 in 36 chance. Norse team actually gets saved there, because that almost assuredly would have been a touchdown for the werewolf there. He still had a berserker that has that jump up ability, so he still would have at least had a, well, he would have had a 2 die block, because the Yeti would have been in range for the assist. So definitely the berserker would have made it there in time to get the 2 die block. So would have been 2 hits here he had to avoid, and that's it. But the Necromantic team, 1 in 36, tripwire. I know, well, POTUS, I tell you what, I mean, most of the time I'm fine. I don't know why, but other times I'm not so fine. And I always find that it's on the weekend that I get the lag. You know what I mean? And it's not really that bad of a lag. It's just kind of like it just snags up. So it's fine, I guess. I still put the videos up there because at the end of the first half, at the end of the second half, the game's pretty much over. So even though it's lagging like a mofo, it's okay. More hits here for the Norse team because he can't score it. The Necromantic team though did succeed in stopping the score for the Norse team, and that's a win in itself. Nice big KO, and he's gonna use the piling on. Why not? And it will produce a death injury. Wow. Death injury here. Zombie though, oh, finally regeneration is gonna work out, and that's gonna be too bad. Norse team works so hard to get those casualties going. MNG and more regeneration. Holy crap. Foul is gonna be caused, and the Norse team is gonna pay for it. Regeneration saves them, and so boy, oh boy, that's too bad. Norse team, he's gonna be down his dirty player, and the Norse team is gonna be down the guy for the rest of the match. Willem Cheney, he is out, but I mean that was the end of the half, so he's gonna come back in after the regen. Hell, look, he's pictured right there. He's pictured right there running into the field. Necromantic team, though. Again, he did stop the score, so mission accomplished in the first half. So Necromantic team, all he needs to do is just go and grind out his little touchdown in the second half and then win the ball game, baby. We're gonna get this ball and we're gonna win. Isn't that right, POTUS? Oh man, have you seen these games yet? I don't even know when they played. I wake up and they played already. Necromantic team is still going to have his bribe in hand, so he still has a few more weapons that he can use. Norse team, not so much. He still has his apothecary. He held on fast to his apothecary. As I said, he is going to be down the Ulfwerner because he did get injured. And no usage here, but +1 in strength. I know he doesn't have that many skills, but it's still 4 strength, mighty blow, guard, peace. And so this is the playoffs. You never know, but I guess since it wasn't an extremely serious injury, then no usage. But we'll see. WoohooBaby, he's going to get the team roll. And that's going to be great because now he'll have 4 rerolls heading into the second half. And if it somehow ends up 0-0, then he'll have a slight advantage going into OT. If he does somehow get the ball back, then he'll be in a much better position. So anytime you get those rerolls in the second half, it's tremendous. He'll be able to get the hits on the front line. Armor value 7. Hopefully be able to take them suckers down. Oh, I see. Yeah, the next one will be Duck's game versus the Renegades, the Wood Elf team. So stick around for that. I'll be casting that game next. But for right now, Norse team, they are on the pitch versus the Necromantic team. Needs to hold defense here and kind of needs to play a little bit aggressive. Not too aggressive, but he needs to be a bit more of a ball hawk than he is now. Failed that pickup roll because the ball carrier got hurted. That ghoul, that's the only real bad thing about Necromantic team. Those ghouls, no regen for those guys, and since they don't come with an apothecary, then those ghouls, if they do get injured like they are right now, then he's going to be down his main ball carrier. At least the werewolf, though, he does pick up that ball. He did use that reroll, and a little bit interesting that he did, but I think because he did get the extra reroll on that kickoff, he was like, whatever, I'm going to go and pick this ball up. Plus, we don't want to see Norsemen flooding the backfield because he didn't exactly protect his ball too well. Not really much ball security at this moment. But Norse team, he's going to be playing soft, waiting until the Necromantic team moves to the center of the pitch before he makes his move. I think that's a smart idea for now. You don't want to overstretch your defense and then somehow they outmaneuver you. Werewolves, loads of movement allowance, especially this one with +1 movement allowance to give him 9. Will definitely be able to move out and get out of the way of the other team. He does have that dodge skill as well, so not too afraid to make those dodges. 1 in 9 chance of failing? Doesn't happen very often. I believe in the 8 and 9 chance. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard myself say that before. Injury there, Flesh Golem doing some work, and you better believe the apothecary is going to be used there, and the Yeti is going to come back after a very successful APO, but the Norse team is going to somehow need to get to the ball and stop this Necromantic team without the Yeti and without even a lineman. MNG foul is going to be called, so the Necromantic team is going to have to spend his last bribe, and thus far working out for this Norse team. And that's our Necromantic team, and that's beautiful here. Necromantic team really doing some big time work on the bodies. Exactly what he needs. Every single time he's fouled, he has pretty much done some big time injuries. Oh boy, Norse team now though. He still needs to hold serve. Now no Ulfwerner, now no Yeti, so he's going to be down a little bit in strength on the pitch as well as the numbers. So the Necromantic team is absolutely in the driver's seat, and so the Norse team really has to play pretty aggressively now if he's hoping to get to the ball. Really, the Necromantic team, once he forms his cage, then this might be all but over. Necromantic team, though, he's kind of going with the lone quarterback drop back pass kind of deal. But really, he just needs to play solid Blood Bowl, methodically move up the pitch and score it and go for the win. That's all he needs to flippin' do. Norse team, though, is going to try like heck to get there. It's going to get him down, and it looks like the ball carrier, as you can see there, I mean, you take away the skills, and look, the ball carrier is just so open at the moment, right? I mean, it just feels like he's so open. Necromantic team, though, he still has 10 guys on the pitch. Norse team, though, 2, 4, 6, 8 guys. So 10 on, 8 at the moment. And the Norse team, he really needs to take advantage before this cage goes up. And the Necromantic team, I think, is not necessarily in a good spot to really put a huge cage up. Maybe. No, he's going to get blitzed down that Norse. Oh, big KO there. And no APO or anything left. And so he's going to have to take that. Norse team is going to have to somehow play some more defense without one extra person. So he's down to 7 on the pitch. 10 on 7. Yeah, Necro can definitely get this TD with barring Nuffle. That's the key words here. Barring Nuffle, the Necromantic team should be able to pull the touchdown win 1-0. But every time I hear myself, you know what, I got this, without, if Nuffle doesn't show up, he shows up, and he shows up big time. Frenzy, nice little push combo there, and not going to open anything up too much. I guess it just kind of so happened here for this Norse team, and he's not going to do anything crazy. He's not going to do anything crazy yet, but I feel like maybe this was the moment. If he would have got this zombie down, I think we would have saw a blitz into one tackle zone. I think we would have saw it. But fortunately for this Necromantic team, zombie holding strong here against 2 die blocks, and gonna just be seeing a couple of pushes even. What's the chances of that, right? I mean, he had a 75% chance on 2 dice blocks both times to get him down. So what's the chances of that, right? Just to get pushes? Holy crap. So Necromantic seemed lucky that the zombie is actually staying up there. The Norse team was not able to get the blitz into the ball carrier. But would the Norse team would have done it? I don't know. Norse team, I think, is playing a little bit soft at the moment. I mean, 7 guys on 10. I don't know about this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? I got the number count right. 7 Norsemen here. Right? No. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Norsemen against 10 Necro. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. So it is 10 on 7. Necromantic team has 3 extra guys that can form up the cage, and that's what these 3 guys are doing right here. He's even forming up a cage just to stop any weirdness around the back right or anything like that. He's stretching this guy a little bit out further so that he can't really get to this spot too easily. So the Norse team, I think, really needs to get in there. But since the ball carrier was not necessarily in range of the touchdown or even in the midfield, then I guess he's thinking, all right, I'm not going to make my move until a little bit more, and just maybe something will open up. And it looks like, yes, the left side is opened up after all. And we'll get the defenders down dice, and that is tremendous. We'll get the ball out, and the ball lands in pretty much the best spot here for this Necromantic team against 2 tackle zones of these zombies, and the Norse team going for it, and it's going to get injured to boot. Oh man, huge one here, going for it, but won't be getting lucky, and another beautiful scatter here. Boy, if the scatter would have went in one of these spots here, Or hell, even in this one spot. These two spots were not very good. Although he had a Norseman right there that did the blitz. And so this spot right here was quite possibly the worst spot for the scatter, and rolled the 2, I believe, for that. And well, I don't know how they're doing the 1, the D8 dice here. Look, the scatter is a 1 and it went to the right there. So I guess I don't even. I guess it depends on how you're looking at it. All right. So I guess they're looking at it like this. Anyways, so he will be able to get that ball pick up, and the Norse team, he is in absolute trouble now. Injury on the man that actually tried to do the pickup roll, and that's it here. Norse team is absolutely SCREWWWD. D. That's how you spell, guys. First grade spelling teacher taught me so much. Norse team now, he needs something, but honestly, he is not getting it. 2 skulls, and that's going to spend the last reroll here. At least he's going to get the armor value break, but no big ol' injuries here. Norse team is scrambling, and my pick is absolutely wrong here. I chose the Norse team to take the W, and the Necromantic team doing some really good work. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Norse team, I mean, when you're armor value 7, I mean, eventually you're going to see a game just like this right here, right? I mean, Apothecary is only going to save you so many times. And a whole bunch of injuries there on the right side. It's just absolutely wild. And he's going to try to get there. Go for a roll. Trying to get in front of that ball carrier, but he's going to fail that too. And with the reroll being used earlier, will be stopped here. And the Necromantic team probably might just score it. I don't know. He doesn't necessarily need to. He can actually try to hold the ball, I guess. But loads of pressure is going to be applied here by this Norse team because of the desperation. And hell, with all the injuries here, Necromantic team might be okay with scoring this and then putting the pressure on the offense. Yeah, I mean, he's going to only be able to field, what, 8 guys in the next bit here. So, why not score? 1-0. Woohoo, boys. Woohoo, baby. The Necromantic team. He goes up 1-0. Loads of injuries. He wishes he has that foul back. KO guy's going to come back. So, yes, he will be able to field 8 guys here for the next bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, 7 guys. No, the other guy's hiding behind the Yeti. There we go. Look at that, huh? He's hiding. 8 guys for the Norse team. He can do a 3-move touchdown. Necromantic team, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys still on the pitch. Am I counting that right up? I feel like he should have 11. Oh no, he only had 1 guy to replace, right? Perfect defense, and that's terrible because the Norse team now will be stifled on his 3-move touchdown try. Yeti probably was thinking about paving the way on this right side. And now the Necromantic team's like, I'm going to put zombies on this side. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Put zombies on this right side so when the train comes, then it's just the zombies getting hit. And not my vital pieces. So the Yeti's going to be, his plan was to maybe get around and hit the backside there and then open things up here on the back right so that it can be in range. But I think the Norse team, though, you know what? I think I said this at the beginning of the tournament. No thrower for this Norse team, and now you're in the situation where you might have to throw it, and now you have nobody with pass. So I really feel like Norse team maybe should have developed a passer here. I know he's got a lineman that basically has become a ball carrier, but you still kind of need a thrower. And this is precisely why, because Norse team, he gets injured lots right there. And now you only feeling, what, 6, 7 guys on the pitch? And you're going to have to do something with the ball and throw it down the pitch. You just have to do the flies out. I mean, runners, they do have access to his agility skill, so he can get the dodge and the sidestep. So he can definitely be a very dangerous fly out the field for the thrower to maybe throw it to. But now you don't have a reliable thrower. And it's going to be the runner here that's actually going to be doing the throwing. And failed on that pickup roll. And like I said, if you develop a thrower, he'd have sure hands, right? you damn Skippy, he'd have it. But I mean, I guess you wouldn't necessarily see sure hands. But I mean that's the first thing I do with my Norse thrower. Get sure hands. That's what I do, at least. Isn't that right, guys? What about you, POTUS? How's your Norse team doing? Hope you got a thrower, baby, because you're going to need him. Look, this is going to happen to you. 2 more rounds left. Norse team needs something, and it's not too late. Norse team is well, the problem is right now Norse team is base to base with just about all the Necromantic teams, so he's going to get hit everywhere on the line. And he's got less personnel. Oh, werewolf, he's going for it, and he will be trying for the pickup, and he won't use the last reroll, but damage done. Ball is going to scatter in a great spot again. Necromantic team, those scatters. But I guess it doesn't matter, because if the scatter would have been here, 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 it's still pretty much the same way, except that now the Norse team, he's going to have to spend movement allowance to get around the werewolf to pick that ball up. I guess the worst spot would have been over here, maybe. But I guess maybe you move the other guy up here to maybe get the ball instead of this guy right there. But still, he's going to have to pick it up against the target zone. 4+ pickup coming up. Juggernaut. Get that push here. And, oh no! 1 die block, 2 die into a 1 die block. When things have gotten a little bit antsy, got a little bit wild with that frenzy. When you're playing the Norse team, you really have to be used to this frenzied dice here, because you really got to calculate. You don't want to end up rolling a 1 die block with no more rerolls left afterwards, or even worse yet, 2 red die block after the frenzy. Pretty much over here. And the Norse team has nobody flying down the field. Last turn here, how the Necromantic team might be able to make this 2-0 at the end after a little bitty blitz here into a dodge. Nope, looks like he's going to use the blitz here. And so he's going to dodge out and just pick up that ball and maybe score it with the werewolf at level 6. He's only, what, 45 SPP away from level 7. Glory! Werewolf! Touchdown! Necromantic team is moving on. Amaris Mingen without his brother, the other werewolf, death from the chaos hands, and still able to pull it off. Loads of injuries going very well for the Necromantic team. Bribes working out extremely well. And the tail of the tape here is all the red cross that you see over the heads of this Norse team. And it is all but GG. Even with a riot, it almost doesn't even matter. Almost. But we'll see here if the Norse team might get lucky. I mean, it could be possible that the Norse team gets the score here with the riot, and then after that maybe another riot, and then after that gets maybe the Norse team gets nuffled. I don't know. What's the chances of all of that happening, right? But unfortunately, it's just going to be a change of weather, and that will be that. Norse team is going to go out. He will get a whole bunch of hits in the front line. Why not put the star player up? Because who cares if he dies? He'll be back here to be purchased for the mercenaries. Wouldn't that be something here if the star player, when he does get injured, you can't rebuy him later on or something like that? That'd be kind of cool. Is that a thing? Is that a thing for Blood Bowl 2? I don't even know. That would be cool though, if you hurt the star player and then you can't buy him the next bit, right? I mean, Willem Cheney. And the regen really has saved the Necromantic team. Otherwise, this would have been all but over. Unlike the last game when he played the Chaos team, Necromantic team had basically no regens. Hell, this entire contest, regen has been failing every team with the regen ability. And that's kind of why we don't see too many teams making it so far in the contest with the regen ability, with the with the necromancer here. There we go. Here we go. Hit that damn zombie. Make him pay in blood. Make him pay. Vanity pass. Nope. You ain't gonna get that neither. So that will be it. Thanks for joining me here. More Blood Bowl to come. We're gonna see Duckies Lizard team taking on the Wood Elf team. And let's take a look at the statistics. Holy crap. Norse team, 28 armor value breaks. What in the world happened here? 7 armor value breaks for the Necromantic team. If you looked at the injuries on the right side for the Norse team, you're like, what the hell? You would have thought there was way more armor value breaks than just 7, but 7 armor value breaks and got them all. Hell, 5 injuries inflicted, 3 KOs. I mean, it's all about the fouls. I mean, they added the extra, but basically every time there was an armor value break, it went just horribly wrong for the Norse team. Wow. Big time numbers there. But I guess 69 blocks succeeded. Hell, you probably would get 28 armor value breaks. And honestly, there was a lot of injuries done on the... I'm sorry, I'm mixing up the statistics here. So seven armor value breaks, 2 injuries, and 1 KO, man. But it was all about the fouls causing even more injuries on the Norse team. And boy, I'm looking at this totally wrong here. So this side is the Necromantic team. So there we go, 1 KO, 2 injuries, and then the fouls causing the extra injuries. Norse team had 8 here for all the 28 armor value breaks, but unfortunately, the Necromantic teams was able to regen out of most of them and was able to save the day there. SPP wise, as you see, Power Beer looking pretty good. Whole bunch of casualties there, but in the end, it was the Necromantic team with that ball play there. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick here at the brackets. As we see, the Power Beer advancing on, not Power Beer, losing it 2-0. WoohooBaby going down to the semi-finals. We'll face off against the winner between the Wraith Razors, the Duckies Lizard team, taking on the Renegades. And it is going to be that Wood Elf team. So who's it going to be? Will it be Duckies Lizard team? Probably so. And Renegades. But we'll see. Anytime you see Wood Elves on the pitch, they always have a chance to go deep here. We are going to take a small break as I stop this cast here so that I can separate the 2 feeds. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't you guys go away here, POTUS. Norse team, man, they fell. What happened, man? I thought we were trying to channel our Norse energy, but unfortunately, Norse falls short again. What in the world here? So it's going to be either a Necromantic team, a High Elf team, or team. And I guess the only good news is that maybe we might see a new race win the championship. Hey? Yeah, don't worry about it, my boy. Alright, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to change the dashboard to read Lizard Team versus High Elf. Wood Elf. And we'll be right back. Don't you guys go away. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Definitely helps me out. Also subscribe and like my videos on YouTube as well. VG Pierce as well there, so check me out there. So I'll see you in just a few.